Word Drop Wednesday, Real Estate Edition. Today's word is occupancy. What does occupancy mean? It means who legally lives in the property. 3 different common types of occupancy would be primary occupancy, owner-occupied. It's your primary residence or maybe a secondary home, but you're the person that occupies it. Tenant-occupied, which there's a tenant or a leasee in the property. Or vacant, means there's nobody living in the property. Why does it matter? It matters for your loan options, insurance, taxes, rental regulations, and resale. If you're going to sell the house with a tenant in it, you need to know when the tenant's up. If you're not occupying the property, it may be easier to sell. Pro tip, California edition. Real estate contracts include 2 different key occupancy selections. 1, occupancy type. Is it a primary residence, a secondary residence, or an investment residence? All of these matter if you're going to get a loan. You might get a different loan rate, you might have different loan terms, but all of those matter. Possession. Who is actually going to occupy the property and have possession of the property after closing? Remember, ownership doesn't always equal occupancy. So 3 different scenarios on that. Seller occupancy. If the seller's staying after closing, they may require a seller in possession. They may stay for 2 days, they may stay for a month, and then it would be a lease. But you may own the property and you may not occupy it if the seller remains in property. And that seller in possession form is really important because it defines the terms of who's paying, if they're paying rent, if they're paying utilities, they should have insurance in place, and who's liable for what. The second one is buyer occupancy. Is the seller moved out and the buyer is going to get the keys once they record? That's very important. Then you have occupancy once you have the keys. Tenant in possession, is there a tenant in the property? Is the tenant going to stay? Is the tenant going to move out? Or does the tenant need to be evicted? All of those are very important. Debbie Behlman here, Equity Union Real Estate. Questions on occupancy and what that means to you? Just give me a DM or give me a call. Look forward to talking to you soon. Make it a great day.